Have you ever been out shooting and thought to yourself, this would be a great shot in slow motion, but for whatever reason haven't been able to up your frame rate to give you that nice, fluid, smooth motion that you're looking for? Well, if that's happened to you, you're in luck, because this tutorial is for you. I'm going to show you how to create nice, fluid, buttery smooth slow motion while still shooting at 30 frames per second. Alright, so once we're in Premiere, the first thing we've got to do is actually get some footage on our timeline. I've got this clip here of panning past a water feature. Nothing's crazy or anything special, but for what we're doing here, it's going to work out really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and drag that onto my timeline, and once it's there, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to right or control click on that clip, and we're going to go to speed duration. And then we're going to take the speed of this clip and we're going to drop it down to 50%. Now, if you've ever done this, where you've slowed down a slower frame rate clip, you already know that when we play this back, it's going to be chunky. But don't worry, there's a fix for that. We're going to right or control click again, and this time we're going to go to time interpolation, and what we're looking for is optical flow. And what this is going to do, it's really going to stretch those frames out and kind of smooth this out and make it look a lot better. Once we play this back, we can see this looks pretty good, but there is still one more thing we need to do, and that is we need to add a warp stabilizer to this clip. Now, the downside of doing stuff this way is that you can't add both a time and stabilization modifier to any one given clip, unless you know how to cheat. And so what we're going to do is we're going to one more time right or control click on this clip, and we are going to nest it into its own sequence. And once it has been nested, what you can do is then apply the warp stabilizer to the sequence, and all of a sudden now everything is just super smooth. Once this renders out, take a look at this shot and tell me what you think. Look at that slow motion. Now, I will say, this is not as good as doing it the right way. Obviously, the best way to do slow motion is to up that frame rate and really capture all of those frames, and it's also fewer steps in editing to make it slow motion at that point. But sometimes, the difference between a completed project and a project that is sort of languishing in production purgatory is knowing some workarounds and how to cheat the system. And now, you know a way to do that. Keep shooting, friends.